Hi guys, this is the first day of snow here. It's not the first day. The US thing is just in this region because as of 2 days ago, there was too much snow in Minnesota. But right now it's come all the way to Chicago, Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, everywhere. It's like snow all in the Midwest, Illinois, everywhere. I think Kansas is a little spared. Yeah. So that's what you see to this morning. It's cleared a little bit, but early in the morning, that's the weather focus back in the my background. So early in the morning, it was actually worse. You couldn't even see or hear that. Many schools closed, many businesses closed until probably tomorrow. Yeah, so today is Saturday, many businesses closed. Tomorrow, maybe. In the afternoon, there'll just be rain. It's actually transitioning from snow to rain, and then eventually it will just be rain. But then tomorrow it will be a little cold, dry but cool, below freezing. So again, the difficulties of driving in ice will be there. If there's some small spots of ice, but today it was just visibility was very poor. That's okay. Now someone can actually go to work. If you can go to work late, you can go at this time. People can do stuff, go out shopping at this time. There's snow, but then the roads are not like slick. The roads are not like like slick, like something you can slide on or something. Yeah. So I'm just showing you the first snow here in the Midwest, Illinois, Missouri, Iowa, Wisconsin, and New York and everywhere. Yeah, a lot of snow, a lot of snow, 4 to 6 inches to 8 inches of snow. So just keep watching. I'll update you as this winter hits the Midwest of the USA. So guys, that's a snow plow, plowing now the snow. This is like just in the neighborhood, in the residential neighborhood, and then they continue plowing like in the roads within the residences. These are like a small truck with a snow plow mounted at the front. Then outside there, like on the main highways, there's a truck, that the big snow trucks. At the back there is a salt container that sprinkles, I think it's some magnesium sulfate on the ground to make to lower the freezing point. At the front is that thing that pushes the snow, and at the back there's that container, the red container that contains salt, and that salt reduces the melting point of the snow, and therefore although the temperatures will be low down there, the snow will not be like it will be dry. So that's the essence of having salt sprayed. It's calcium, I think it's calcium chloride or something like that. So at the back, the red thing contains salt, and the front plows the snow. So if you have a truck here in the US, yeah, it's an investment. You just need to buy the plow at the front, and then you can be subcontracted to plow for people, remove snow, like when there's a snowfall, and then especially within residential areas. The highways normally the bigger municipal trucks that do that. Yeah, big snow plows. But within the residential estates and the residential neighborhoods, then the small trucks are really very useful. They're actually pickup trucks with a snow plow mounted at the front, and the salt spray or salt sprinkler mounted at the back. Yeah, it's calcium chloride, I think. Yeah, the chemical that is the salt that is sprayed on the soil. Yeah. So yeah. So guys, I hope you're enjoying that. Let me turn this music off. Yeah, I think the truck is done with this section, so it's moving now to other section. So this section, the cars can actually get out and drive and move around. Yeah, and then it's going around the whole apartment complex area, and and the road leading from the apartment complex to the highway. Yeah, so they try to clear that so that residents can be able to get out and reach and then go wherever they want to go and come back. So guys, that's it for now, and I hope you enjoy this and keep watching as I bring you updates of this winter storm in America, the first days of snow in the USA. Hey guys, today it's still pretty cold outside. I'll show you outside in a minute. But right now I'm actually preparing some bacon. Yeah. I should have gone vegetarian, but not yet. So I've got some bacon there. I've got some tea. Actually, I need to buy Ketepa Kenyan tea. I like that. Oh, this one is going up too fast. You know, like you have to turn it down like that. Like I pull the string, so it goes slowly and off. You know, here in the US, when you cook, you need to turn on that fan, turn on the vent. Otherwise, the fire alarm will start going off when a little smoke starts coming from your cooking. So that's exactly why I turned off that that fan up there. So right now I am preparing some tea and some bacon, and so I'll have tea and bacon today, and then I've got some groundnuts. So let me just turn the camera. So there's my bacon. Ta-da! And then I don't eat a lot of bacon, but they're just like getting spoiled in the fridge. I bought them a long time ago, so I decided to cook them, to prepare them today. And that's my tea. Chai. I need to have some to make some get some Ketepa tea. And then I've got groundnuts. I remember when I was a kid, only very wealthy people would eat groundnuts in their breakfast, yeah. Or in there as a snack with some tea. And then that's my tea. So I just go ahead and enjoy my breakfast, and then I'll go out there in the snow. Oh, the roads are still really bad. I mean, not that bad. They've been cleared. I mean, it's still snowy out there, but the roads have been cleared, and it's passable. People have been moving up and down, back and forth, just like driving slowly at like 30, 40 miles per hour, an hour. Yeah. Generally, it's to be safe. Yeah. But life has to continue. People have to go to work. Just drive slowly and safely out in the snow. So today, I think I need to go buy some stuff. Actually, my everything is finished in my kitchen, in my fridge. So I need to go buy some milk. Probably just some milk. Actually, I got the rest. Some milk, or maybe some steak. Yeah, and some vegetables. Yeah, for like a couple of days. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do right now when I go out, and then I'm going also to fill my car, to fill fuel for my car, and then I'll see what to do next. So as I do that, probably I'll show you around so you can see what's happening, what's going on, see what's going on. When I started the needles. Actually, I've got some YouTube videos running on, so you might hear your voice if it's your video I'm watching. So let me turn it off. Yeah, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch my videos too, but I watch them like only once or twice. Idea of confirmed some mass leadership in rough hour killed. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I watch them once or twice, but I keep watching them again and again and again. Although that doesn't drive the viewership up, but I just like watching my videos. I watch other people's videos, but I like watching my videos too. Yeah. Norm for the holidays. It actually says home for the holidays, but like that tinge, like norm for the holidays, home for Christmas holidays. That's the spirit, guys. We always try to to be home for the holidays, home with family, and that's a very big thing. everywhere in the US, in Asia, in Europe, in Africa. People wanna go home for the holidays and be with family. Yeah. So that's something that's trending all the time, every day, every time. So I'm just actually getting my breakfast ready, and I sit on this chair, have my breakfast before I go out there in the snow, in that snowy weather. Yeah. So I'll put that over there. Not bad. So that's like protein. Today there's no bread. I need some bread. I need some bread. So guys, a balanced diet always works. Too much of one thing ain't good anyway. So a balanced diet always works. I got some bread too. I'm watching news. Normally I have like four things running at the same time. There's the TV, although I watch news on YouTube mostly. I've got cable, but I never use cable. I pay for cable for nothing. So I'm watching like news on YouTube, and I've got my computer here, but today my computer is off. I have my laptop. Normally I have my phone, my laptop, my computer, or my TV, all going on at the same time. One eye watch another eye, another eye. Like I try to watch all of them at the same time. I don't know if I should dive into this because not all people watch me are not Kenyans, but I don't have any link with Kenya. But just to bring something up, like in Kenya, they're now like selling off parastatals to private farms. The problem is when that privatization is done, who benefits? The politicians. They have ghost companies that invest and buy off that stuff. Yeah. So now, right now, Kenya Pipeline Company, I think, is the floating shares on that. If you have money, buy some shares. Although I bought shares in Safaricom like a long time ago, I get dividends like $100. That's rubbish. Over 10 years of shares, $100. So sometimes it's not even worth buying those shares. But Kenya Pipeline, I think, will be floating shares or is floating shares. Safaricom, not floating shares, but the government is floating a stake in Safaricom to Vodafone. Vodafone is actually a UK company. And then the Vodacom, South Africa, is actually owned almost 60% by Vodafone Vodafone UK, and then the rest is by pension fund of South Africa, and some black business people in South Africa. and of course the Boers are always there. Yeah. So it's basically owned by South Africa. The Vodacom group like 30%, and then they're the ones now buying Safaricom. So the government is offloading its mega 35% shareholding, offloading like 15% down to 20%. So I think that's really a wrong decision. But well, let the chips fall where they may, because they say, oh, we need to get some money. It reminds me of like, oh, because I wrote balancing our budgets. It reminds me of the time I used to to take my things like to a Shylock. You know a Shylock? Like someone who owns, like, what do they call them here? Like someone who like sells old stuff. Like you take your stuff there, he gives you some money, and then if you don't return the money, they sell your stuff. That's exactly what Kenya is doing. Yeah, they're taking they're actually offloading their shares from Safaricom to get some money, which they'll use and get finished. Maybe it's corruption, we eat at that money, and then they've got less dividends, over time. So actually, it's actually a wrong economic move. It's a very temporary measure. What the government should do, in my opinion, is to reduce the government wage bill, not by reducing the number of people, but reducing how much they pay, especially the top civil servants, and then pay most people more or less commensurate wage with what's in the private sector. Like pay almost everybody like maybe 50,000 or 100,000, yeah, every month, and then reduce those who are getting 1 million, reduce all that income to about 100,000. That's what the government can actually afford. But they're paying like top civil servants, judges like 1 million, 2 million, the president 2 million, all that stuff is actually so much like eating up on the economy. So the money is not being used to take care of people. It's being used actually to just make the life of those who are in leadership softer, or those who are in top government servants, civil servants, live a more luxurious life, or the bulk of the people in the bulk of the citizens are living a mega life. They can't even afford 3 meals a day. So that's what the government should. They should restructure the salaries of workers, of especially government workers, especially the top civil servants. They're the ones who consume a lot. Yeah. Instead of like selling off companies at foreign companies, and then sovereignty is a little bit compromised, probably, especially like a data company, telephone data company that has a lot of data for citizens will now be owned 50% by a foreign company, by Vodafone, a British company, a British South African company, basically. If you look at the Vodafone in India, if you just Google Vodafone in India, it's actually owned almost 50-50 by Vodafone and by the Indian companies. So Kenya should not have like offloaded too much. Don't give Vodafone like over 50% of of the shares, because they'll have got controlling vote. So the issue is, when they have a controlling vote, they can do anything. They can vote, okay, this time we're only giving dividends, 0.1% dividend. Majority says it. Or this time no dividend. Majority says it. Yeah. It's like a simple majority vote. Or this time we want to sell off this. We want to do this. We want to do this. So in this case, Kenya government will say, oh, we've got some ownership on Safaricom, but they really don't when they have like when another company, one single company has 55% of the shares. Yeah, that's simple legal economic mathematics, which anybody can see. But people in the system so hungry to grab money and go for trips and do all this and selling off their country stake. Yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah. Just delving in a little bit of the socio-economic aspects. But basically, what I was talking about today is my breakfast. So many things to eat from. groundnuts, bacon, bread, tea. Yeah, it's good to have a combination actually. It's healthier. There's a big difference. So today is my lazy day. And in this weather, you don't want to go outside unless you really have to. Israel unleashes laser beam defense. That's the ultimate defense, like a futuristic kind of defense for warfare. Just blow those missiles in the air using a laser. Wow. Blowing up planes like like toys just by a beam of light. Wow. So I guess Iran would try sending those 300 whatever drones to Israel again, and 300 drones and whatever, and ballistic missiles. Yeah. I actually watch ILTV a lot. ILTV is Israeli television. So I get the perspective from Israel itself. Judea Samaria, while Al Jazeera is more leaning towards Arab and Hamas. So the news is more biased towards Arab and Hamas because they're from Qatari, and the Qatari have Harvard help 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 like arm Hamas indirectly. So you got to watch both. Because you watch Al Jazeera, you only hear the negative side of things about Israel and positive about Hamas. You watch ILTV, you will see a lot of positive things about Israel and negative about Hamas. So balance. So right now I'm seeing Judea and Samaria stuff happening there. What you call the West Bank, Israel calls it Judea and Samaria. The traditional Judea and Samaria, traditional Holy Land. But Arabs live there right now. Jews also live there too. That's the dichotomy of events. Yeah. So just enjoy my groundnuts, my late breakfast. It's actually around 11 a.m. To me, I have my breakfast anytime I feel like it's like a breakfast lunch. So that means I won't have any lunch. I'll probably just have dinner. So that means I'll go buy that stuff a little later, not right now. This bacon has got so much fat. I can just feel it when I chew, like I chew to the bacon. Just good, but a lot of fat. Yeah. So guys, that's all I have. And that's what I have today. Today I'm just watching a lot of TV. A lazy day out, a lazy day watching TV. And then going shopping. So I'll soon be going on vacation, guys. So very soon I'll start posting some vacation videos. So I'll stop first posting these US videos for now, for a while. I guess this is the last one I'm posting. I mean, probably I'll post one more. Yeah. And then after that, I'll start posting vacation videos when I'm on vacation. Yeah. These bacons are really very soft, body. I can hardly finish the pieces I put in here. I'll probably save them for later, for tomorrow maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that part, just too much, too much, too much on my tongue. Not healthy. Let's work on groundnuts. And bread. When I'm looking at myself, it reminds me when I was young, I like hot chicks like this. I was like chicky, chicky, chicky. And now they're a little saggy, but not very saggy. I still a little, just a little chicky. Not so much though, because I try to keep my weight down. I try to stay at 150, 150. Not. I really want to reach 160. Just 150 to 155 fluctuates there. If I don't work out, if I work out, it goes down to 150, and that's a probably healthy weight for me. So I look really small. So since the weather has been very bad, I'm not jogging in this snow. So I'm likely to go to the gym probably later, but I don't want to show my gym work on video. So that's why you don't see me in the gym. But I do go. Salted peanuts never tasted so good. I have honey roasted and salted. I prefer honey roasted, but salted also feels so good, so mix. I had honey roasted, now I've got salted, dry salted. So that's all for my breakfast for now. So now I have to figure out what I need to do. I need to probably shave a little, shower, shave. I'll probably get out of the house a little bit and get hit by that cold and then come back. Yeah? Yeah. Another news, the Vatican voted not to allow female deacons, women deacons, something like that. You know. I've been to the Vatican grounds. I've gone to all those rooms in the Vatican. Yeah. That was on my bucket list when I hit Rome. Vatican, I had to go to Vatican. I also went to the Colosseum and yeah. But the Vatican is the one that wasn't the highlight of my trip. So if I go back to Rome, I think I'll go to the Vatican again. And those are like my premiere videos, my very first videos. So that ground shot very well. So next time I go there, I think I'll shoot a thorough video of the Vatican. That time I was a little shy because I was just like camera shy, not showing my face and all that. Yeah. But next time I'm going to the Vatican, I'll make sure that I give you a good video of the Vatican. So there goes my breakfast. Oh, and my pink salt is right over there. My Nepalese salt. Yeah. All right. So that's it for now. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I'll catch up with you later. Subscribe. And watch this video until the end because it's a long video. It will be like 1 hour. Just watch it until the end and tell me what you think. Yeah, what do you think about the stuff I talked about on this lazy day? Sale of Safaricom shares, sale of Kenya pipeline, and then about Israel. Maybe don't comment about Israel and and Gaza because people are sensitive. People support different sides, and people don't want to be labeled anti-something, and whatever. People, so play safe, whatever, or whatever your perspective is. But for me, I've got a pretty good grasp of what's going on over there since I've visited that country like twice. Yeah. So guys, see you in a bit. I think I now need to. Oh, I also don't have water. I've been drinking faucet water. No more faucet water. No more faucet water. So that means I'll have to go buy some water when I go out. Just like 1 liter jug. Yeah. Oh, I've got water. Damn. I've got water in the fridge. How am I so like the water out here is finished, but the one in the fridge is still there. So I just saw it this morning. And then what do you guys think about the boat strikes of Venezuela? It's outrageous. I don't want to comment so much about it, but yeah, killing people without due process is never a good thing. Yeah, at least capture them and bring them to a court of law and let them defend themselves. Maybe they're innocent, who knows? But just blowing people up in the sea, that's more like what Putin is doing in Ukraine. It's not. He's not like he doesn't solve anything. He just like you get blood on your hands for nothing. Maybe you kill an innocent person on the boat. Maybe whatever they are moving, you've not verified what they're moving, cigarettes or narcotics or whatever it was, or maybe just food, especially with a country that has a lot of sanctions. Yeah, there's a trade, there's like a black market trade in food moving back and forth because stuff is very expensive. So, and then you blow these people up without verifying what they're carrying, without testing what they're carrying. I don't think it's a good thing. Yeah. So I think that Congress is dealing with that, and they probably figure out what to do sooner or later, and what is probably not legal and what is illegal, what orders are legal, what orders are not illegal. I don't want to get into that because people are emotional about the American military. Yeah, so I don't want to get into that. Yeah, yeah, but killing people ain't a good thing. Yeah, it's never a good thing. Yeah, you don't give them a chance to reform. You don't give them a chance. You kill people and their families. Their families are left fatherless. brotherless, motherless, whatever it is, sisterless. So it's never a good thing. Just blowing people up in the ocean. I don't think it's a good thing. Yeah. Give them the benefit of the due process. Yeah, even if you put them in jail, but let them have a chance in court to defend themselves and all that and so on and so forth. Just in case they are innocent, and if they're guilty, they'll face the law. If they're innocent, they'll go scot-free. That's my take. So anyway, a little bit of that. So I've touched like almost everywhere, like in different parts of the geoeconomics and of the geopolitics. I don't want to say the word politics, because politics is people don't reason, but more or less the socioeconomic perspective of what's happening here all around the world. And I hope this helps to bring the world together as one community, and we do that one step at a time. Try to bring peace. Yeah, there's no point of fighting for nothing, killing each other for nothing. There's no point of that. Yeah, so that's my take. So I didn't touch on on Nyunywi. I didn't touch on Tanzania. So I think Tanzania also needs to wake up and smell the roses. There's no point of killing young innocent Gen Z demonstrators. Same for Kenya. Need to wake up and smell the roses. Give people a chance to voice their dissent. If they don't agree with what the government is doing, let them speak up. That's just a basic human right. Yeah, let them demonstrate. Let them move, go to the streets. But shooting them down, and that's wrong. That's what African leaders are doing right now. And they said no. And sooner or later, things will turn around, and they'll be at the receiving end. Because things don't stay the same forever. The world has a way of balancing. Nature's a way of balancing. You do bad happens to you. You might think you've gotten scot-free, but after a while, the bad reflects back to you. It bounces back to you, actually. Yeah, and that is all spheres, for African leaders, for European leaders, for Russia, for American, for any country. You do bad, the bad bounces back to you sooner or later. Yeah, and you feel it. Yeah. So let's be good to each other. Let's try to uphold humanity, preach peace, and build consensus, and uplift others, always one day at a time, one step at a time. I remember when I graduated, we had this thing that was, we are being told on our graduation. It's actually for the university that I graduated from. It's like a slogan, and it's like a goodbye to the students who are graduating. And it really says, you are Billikens forever. Go forth and change the world, one day at a time. And with that, I leave you. Go forth, change the world, one day at a time. Do good, change the world, one day at a time for a better world. So keep watching until the end. I know this video will roll on. And subscribe. I love you guys to the beach and back. Watch until the end. So guys, today the temperature is like 37 degrees, so it's a little warmer. Most of the snow has melted from the roads, like over there, but this is snow like on the grass and stuff like that. So I'll try and venture out later. I'll probably not show it in the video because just driving with the snow and all that, and we hold the camera and all that, it's not very advisable. But most of the snow is melted, but some of it will still come back later in the probably the week. Yeah, so like I think the places that were hit most was like Minnesota, Iowa was hit big, and New York there's a lot of snow. Yeah, but now it's tapering out, but the temperatures are still cold, sub-zero. Right now it's above freezing, slightly like 5 above freezing. So it's a little better, but it's still cold, and the snow can come back anytime. So that's it for now. Please keep watching until the end. I love you guys on the beach and back, and welcome to winter in America. So that's it, guys, for now. Welcome to winter in America, and of course, let me see if I can get a little bit of sunshine on my face. Sunshine on my face. face and a little snow here, right here. Actually, it's ice. Actually, what I have under my feet here is basically ice. Yeah, like yeah, because it was like falling snow and then melting, turning into ice, and so on and so forth. Yada 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 yada. So basically, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys in the beach and back. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Watch it till the end, and see you later. Ciao.